Yeah, absolutely. They just, again, the ball is over here, and they want you to look over here.
Yes.
Every single one of these fact checks that I looked at, and you can read them. You can go to the Washington Post right now and read through their fact checks. They're very proud of this right now. It's a front page. Read it, and it's always, here's what he said. Yeah, but these things. And it's like, well, hold on, go back to what he said.
It's the same Washington Post that held back 7 articles on the AR-15 until there was a mass shooting.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it's saying, look, if Russia hacked that and released that information, he claimed, or you guys claimed, that he was in collusion with those guys, that he was a patsy for the Russians in the White House. He was the Manchurian candidate ready to go off. Not they hacked something and got some emails because they would prefer to deal with Donald Trump.
Right.
You said he was the guy that did it.
Nick, were you about to come in?
No, I'm good. I had
do you have a hangnail?
Yeah, I was trying to get that up. I'm sorry. You thought that was like a verb.
By the way, men do it like this. I don't know.
I
if they was
did.
doing like this.
I've never done that. Never done. Imagine he cut over and I'm like, oh.
No.
I told Bill I didn't like this
I
shit.
feel like it's a camera in the audience at the World Cup. Just
Stop it.
Always like this, but I saw you sitting like this. No, that wasn't me.
no. Do we have that image of you? You were at a Dallas Stars game. You were forced to sit between 2 fat guys.
Oh my.
No, Tommy's not.
Not Tommy, but Tommy's huge. Tommy, his manager, is huge. And the guy next to you is fat. If we can find that picture, someone can
I'm
get
like
out there.
this.
He's like this. And he's on camera, on television. And you can see his face. I'm just like, I'm just surprised that Nick is not going to go off and call someone a racial epithet.
It was like sitting in the seat 30, the middle seat. That's why we left after the first period. My collarbones were numb. I couldn't feel my ass. I was sitting like this.
We need to find that picture. Someone could get it through to us. We'll cover it later.
Made me laugh. You're right.
You were so miserable. I'm like, that is a slow burn.
How about
it's on
poor
his,
Tommy?
Twitter feed, I believe.
Oh, is it on his Twitter feed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we can move. And by the way, what was it that you were talking about? Because I had a point that I wanted to make. We were talking about
Bezos, how much you love.
Talk about Russia and the ball.
Here's the thing that also never made sense to me. You guys can comment below, hit the Rumble button.
I can't find it.
You know, Donald Trump colluding with Russia. What happened with Obama and Russia? Didn't something, was it Crimea?
No.
No. And then Donald Trump, nothing, of note. And then after Ukraine would. So
Remember this moment, Stephen? Yeah. I'll have more flexibility.
Yeah. As a matter of policy, think about it. Someone being a little bit nutty, Donald Trump keeps them on their toes. Yeah. Someone who's a strong leader kept them on their toes. If he colluded with Russia, well, they certainly didn't benefit. Hey, hold on a second. Do they benefit when the Donald Trump administration wants us to be less reliant on foreign energy? Or do they benefit when you have someone like Joe Biden who stops the federal drilling completely, who stops us accessing our own oil reserves, that forces us to be internationally dependent? Again, if you look at a matter of policy, that's why they have to grasp at straws and say, the Russia hacked the DNC, and we think that Donald Trump texted them through Telegram. All right. Next claim that we have here, Donald Trump. This is the most important one, by the way. So glad we're on Rumble. This was a sham election. And I'm not saying that the ghost of Hugo Chavez came back and rigged the Dominion voting machines,
I am.
Yeah. Well, you and Mike Lindell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's sitting
be in a cell next to each other.
Yeah.
No, I know you.
I know, but there's already enough before we even get to that, right? Before we even get to something
That's
we can't
the bigger
prove.
point.
And the biggest thing, before we even get to the mail-in voting, before we even get to changing the laws that unconstitutionally, according to the state constitutions, by the way, which also NARA claims is hate speech.
Yeah, that's true.
Donald Trump claimed that the FBI, and this is 100% correct, you know it, I know it's remedial, but it's important because the Washington Post, like a Chinese water torture, they want to drip, 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 and get you to think that maybe you dreamt it? Like, wait, did I dream that the FBI censored the Hunter Biden story? I feel like, because it's so obvious, maybe I dreamt it. Here's how Donald Trump put it.
And just recently, the FBI and DOJ in collusion with Twitter and Facebook, in order not to say anything bad about the Hunter Biden laptop from hell, which exposes the Biden family as criminals and which, according to the pollsters, would have made a 17-point difference in the election result. And we needed a lot less than that, like about 16.9.
Yes.
What?
Less. What he
He
should
just
have
said
said.
less, yeah.
Yeah, he should have added less at the
He had
end of
6 and 9 on the brain. Stormy Horseface, 6-9. What?
What?
No.
Say that.
Yes?
Mushrooms?
No. So Washington Post claimed, and this one to me is the most, I guess it's the most angering because it changes the outcome of history. They said that the story, the Hunter Biden laptop, was briefly censored and it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. Okay, here's the truth. and this one is important because we've talked about this, just this one story, if they didn't collude with the science to try and lock down the country, to try and harm Donald Trump's presidency for the last year of his presidency. If they didn't, by the way, change voting laws in these states that violate their state constitutions. If they didn't change it so that signature verification didn't result in a rejection rate that was 1/10 of all previous elections. If they didn't send out unrequested ballots like I got in Michigan, still no idea as to whether I voted or not, even though I've had a change of address for 5 years. Before any of that, Donald Trump is without a doubt number one with the bullet, not even close. He's president of the United States. If that story wasn't censored, not just, again, it wasn't just Facebook. It wasn't just Twitter. It was coming from the top down, the FBI. The FBI did coordinate with Twitter to censor the laptop story. Here's a quote. The FBI, they warned Twitter that the story could be part of, quote, what? A Russian hack and leak operation. Yes. Putin was making Hunter Biden smoke crack and sleep with his niece.
Yeah, they dropped the laptop off at the repair shop for him. They broke into his apartment. This is the story. Broke into his apartment. This is not one laptop, there's several. And then took it to get serviced for him.
Yes.
And hoped a repair guy was like, this is interesting. And they did it, by the way, months and months and months and months and months ahead of time.
Right. Yes. Months and months and months and months ahead of time.
They're playing the long game.
For crying out loud, Rudy Giuliani showed for the first time on air, showed it on our show, just nonchalantly. We were sitting there, we were saying, well, now some people are saying that maybe this is fabricated. He's like, well, I would be saying that if I didn't have the laptop right here in front of me. We're like,
Jesus Christ.
What? Is that the laptop? He's like, there's so much caulk on it, Stephen. I just can't even. I don't want to throw it. Make me sick. But it says caulk's everywhere on the left, to the right, open tab caulk.
Who does Giuliani?
I don't know.
He should be on SNL.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
I'm sure they'll
Cutting
love
edge.
me on SNL.
I'm sending a demo tape today.
Oh, we did actually a long time ago. And
Did
they
you
said
really?
It's not up our alley. They need another. Fat broad. So no, he showed it on the show. Remember how shocked we were? He's like, yeah, he left it at the computer repair shop, and the